All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
We're going to begin with 12 and end with 1.
Okay.
And we're going to say the tones the same way that we would say Om or the Amen for meditation, where we're drawing it out.
Okay. And the capital letters, right?
Yes, the ones that are like 2 or 3 letter word at the end.
Oh, we're just doing that part?
The highlighted part. Ra.
Okay. Ra.
12 is Ra. 11 is Da.
Da.
Right? So we're going to go Ra.
Ra.
And just let it go as long as you can.
Oh. Should have taken a deeper breath. I could have gone longer. Okay, I'm going to try that again.
Okay.
Ra. That's all I got. My parents are going to think I'm nuts.
I cannot wait until you watch the playback to witness your energy in action, because you muted your voice.
I muted my voice?
You muted your voice. All I heard was Ra and then nothing. Until you said, my parents are going to think I'm crazy. You totally muted yourself.
Is that good?
This is how powerful we are. This is how energy works, and we don't even realize we're using it. Okay? But thank God for digital technology, because it can actually capture it.
Wow.
Yeah. Like so many of my clients, that's why I love doing the Zooms, because you can actually capture it so that they can play it back and watch it and see for themselves in virtual real time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they were moving energy on their own. I've had people that are like moving around and they're so frazzled and all over you know how we use them words, frazzled and all over the place. And I feel like I'm scattered. Yeah. So she was legit scattered in that moment. And it was witnessed on the tape, on the video. Okay. You can see her dimensionalizing as she's moving, like you see on a movie when somebody moves real fast, and you can see that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you could see her doing it. She really was scattered. Her energy was literally all over the place. And then she would rein it in. I would tell her to rein it in. She would bring it in. And then she would become just one again. One whole. Okay. So it's amazing to see our energy at work. And you're going to see yourself, because we can make ourselves invisible.
I fucking knew we could, because when I'm riding in the past, when I have ridden dirty with a little weed, I'm like, I'm invisible. Nobody of authority can see me.
You can literally make yourself, and I have done this ever since I was a teenager, standing at my locker and class lets out and everybody's in the hallway and I just really don't want them to see me.
Yeah.
My friends will walk up and down past me, calling my name, looking for me, and go to my locker and everything and never see me until I'm ready to leave. And then they're like, where were you? We were looking everywhere for you. And I'm like, I was right there by my locker. And they're like, no, you weren't. We went to your locker. We went past your locker. But I was invisible. Like, we can really do that shit. It doesn't take some mutant ninja turtle or X-Men to do crazy, great, cool things.
And I think I will give you an example off camera of when I think I may have inadvertently done just that. Remind me.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, on the playback, you're going to see that you are totally muting your voice. Okay, next one, number 11. It's da.
Da. Da.
We're going to go. Da. Really feel the vibration of it.
Okay. Let me take a deep breath.
Yep.
Da. And then I just thought about my mom bursting in going, what the fuck are you doing?
And you did it again. You're muting you. And I think it's because you're worried about what they're thinking out there if they're hearing you. Honestly.
We're gonna try that one again.
Okay.
Da.
Okay. Next one. This is pronounced coo.
Coo, like
But
cuckoo.
we're gonna say the k and the h of the oo, right? We're gonna really coo.
Oh, it feels weird in my throat and in between my ears. Like, oh, okay.
So they work as tuning forks when you do this.
Yeah. Okay.
You're tuning your body. That's why the longer you can draw it out and feel that vibration go through you, the better, the more beneficial.
Okay. Oh. Oh. That's weird. Oh man. All right.
Okay, the next one is just key.
Key.
Yeah.
Key.
I couldn't hardly hold mine because I'm about to crack up because you keep muting yourself. It's so funny. Like, just hold your hands up so that everybody can see that we're not touching any kind of buttons when this happens.
No.
Okay. I want you to keep your hands up when we do the next
Okay.
one. I'm going to keep mine up too.
Okay.
Because otherwise, nobody's ever going to believe you're really doing this.
Okay. The next one at least looks easy.
So the next one is right? Let me hear you do it again.
Does anybody actually watch these lessons?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
okay.
Jazz hands.
Okay. Maybe if I I did it again. Holy shit. Okay. The next one, I'm gonna close my eyes and see if that helps.
Try to also block out any kind of energy you might be picking up from your parents or neighbors or anybody that you're worried is going to hear you. Block that out. Don't think about it so that you can unmute yourself. Okay.
How do you pronounce number 7? No.
Can't hear you.
Oh. When we get closer, maybe I need a microphone. Oh. Or nothing.
No. But I'm glad you moved closer because anybody that might be thinking, well, maybe she just needs a microphone.
Can we slide the paper?
But I can hear you hella good otherwise.
Okay.
So it's not a microphone issue.
No. It's
you can hear me pretty well when I do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, and it's my computer's microphone, and I can't even reach my computer because I moved it today further away from it. I can't even touch it. So it's not a microphone thing.
This is crazy.
It's totally you. Okay, the next one is, where the hell are we? Oh man, that wasn't number 7. That was number 6. My bad. See, I
Oh,
got so tickled at you muting yourself, I skipped one. So this one's just like saying the vowels, O and E.
okay.
We're going to O and then we're going to E.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to listen to you first. Or do you want me to do mine first?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh, we.
See, you projected and got really loud there at the end. And I actually could hear you like staticking in and out, in and out, in and out. Like you were still trying to mute, but also trying to fight it. So is that what was going on in you? I just want to
I
know.
don't know. I don't know.
Focus on
Maybe
your
it's
thoughts then. Focus on your thoughts because I want to know what you're thinking. It's important for you to understand, actually, is why I want to know. Because this is how you learn energy work, right?
I
Self
think it's because
self
I'm just
observance.
my whole childhood. My dad would be like, I mean, I'm back in my childhood bedroom. My dad would be yelling at me, "Turn your TV down," and they know what I'm
You're making
doing.
too much noise. Yeah.
Yeah, they know what I'm doing. They're gonna cut me some slack for this hour.
Okay. So give
Um,
yourself some grace and don't feel so um shielded, right?
okay.
Like you need to shield. Don't feel like you need to shield.
Okay.
And we're going to do number 7 again. And this time I want you to let the O draw out longer and then do the E, like balance them
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we. Did you hear it?
I heard the E.
Okay, I'm doing that shit again. All
I
right.
only heard the beginning of the O because I think you were at first, you were still trying to resist and mute
Yeah.
subconsciously. And
Okay.
we need to learn that, observe that in order to override the subconscious knee-jerk
Hmm.
reactions to these natural abilities, right? Okay.
Oh, we.
Much
I
better.
feel like I feel like tequila would make this easier. When I drink tequila, I turn into a rock star.
Right? No, you did that one much better. But I'm actually really glad that I decided we needed to go over these tones again
Yeah.
because this is going to be really interesting for you to watch in the playback because you can literally hear
Mhm.
the static of it going in and out, in and out, in and out now. Whereas before
Wow.
it was just totally muted. And you're going to see this and watch this and notice your own progress as we go
I
along.
wonder if I should take you or take the phone and the sheet out to my car. You
To
think
see
that
if it
would
makes a difference.
just because nobody'd be able to hear me?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I gotta put on some shoes. Yeah, we're doing this.
Okay.
Where the fuck
Now,
are my shoes?
let's do an experiment. Field
We're
trip.
gonna do an experiment.
It's a field trip
Okay.
experiment for class. Hell
Right.
yeah.
And I think we're gonna hear my mom vacuuming. Keys.
That's cool.
Gonna take my
I can
water.
edit out vacuuming if I have to.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. And you see, they probably can't even hear my weird sounds over her vacuuming. I didn't even hear that.
No,
My dad must be going
I
for a
could
walk.
hear everything you were saying or doing until you did those.
All right.
I think you were just totally geeking out.
Probably. My car is my safe space because this is where I put on concerts on the way
There you
to and
go.
from work.
Get in your safe
Yeah.
space and let's see if it makes a difference. Because that too will be very interesting to see.
Oh, yeah. All right. Should I start at the beginning?
No.
All right, what number are we on? Whoa, let me get the light back on. What number are we on?
We're going to go to 5. And it's just like saying the vowel letters E and U. And I'm going to give you the example and then you can go for it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to go E,
E. U. I swear to God, did I mute myself again?
At the end, you did.
At the end I did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try that one again.
Okay.
Ooh. That felt pretty steady.
It didn't sound steady on my end. I didn't copy that, Roger.
Oh,
I'm glad you felt more confident.
look at there.
We'll get there.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Exactly. It takes some work, and we got to be
Yeah.
able to laugh at ourselves. And
Yeah.
it's actually great that you are doing this. It's really great because it's a prime example for you to see yourself who we are and what we can do.
Right.
It's going to give you more confidence. So it's
Yeah.
not a bad thing that you're doing it at all. It's not a bad
Okay.
thing. So don't feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad. I feel
But it
silly.
is fun. It is fun. It's very interesting, and I'm a geek. I love science stuff, so this is like perfect for me. This is our perfect classroom setting, dear. All right, the
Yes.
next one is ka.
Ha.
Ka.
So,
Ka.
ha.
Okay, do it again.
I didn't feel like a good separation between the K and the H. And that's
It's
A. And it
it's
since
not. For this one,
okay.
it's not.
Okay.
The emphasis is on the ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ka. Oh Lordy.
Total mute at the end. Okay.
It'll be a trip to watch. All
On
right.
to the next one. The next one
Okay.
is it's a D-O, but we don't say do, we say do.
Do.
Yeah.
Like do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yes,
la. Okay.
exactly.
Do. Do.
All right.
I feel like I'm high and I'm not.
It's all the oxygen you're putting in your brain doing this. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. All right. Yeah, because we're putting oxygen in the bloodstream by doing these.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So
I'll have to
now
go
the next
tell people.
one. Huh?
Okay. I'll have to go tell people a natural way to get high. Just say these things.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Okay, so the next one is L,
Oh, okay.
and we're gonna emphasize on the not the L,
Eh,
right?
eh, eh,
L, like that. Okay.
okay. Eh, I take a breath.
Take a breath. Get you breathing. When you're ready, we'll do the last one. And the last one is going to sound like
Okay. 1 second.
Well, while you catch your breath and breathe normal, I'm just going to tell you, you got hella energy power already, and you just don't even know.
Really?
Yeah. So now you got to learn to know you have it so that you can learn
Yes.
to work with it, because
Yes.
this is definitely going to be a practice thing we're going to do regularly now.
Yes. Yes. And I think that, I printed 2 copies of this stuff by mistake. And I'm thinking that the other copy of just this sheet right here is going to sit on my nightstand. And I'm going to at least go
Practice
over it.
doing it and feeling comfortable doing it in your own
Yeah.
room, in your own space, but knowing that there's people out there.
Yeah.
That's what you need to practice so that we can, each time we do this together, you're documenting improvement on you're already halfway there because you hella got it, right?
Okay.
You hella got it.
Okay.
Now you just
Hang
got
on,
to
yeah.
know you got it and rein it in so that it can do what you want it to do, right?
It's like I gotta
In your
step into liquid
consciousness instead of
courage
your seven.
without the liquid.
Say it again.
I gotta step into the liquid courage without the liquid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta bring Rockstar Jen out when I'm sober.
but but yeah, you need to know with your consciousness, with your
Yeah.
conscious mind, how to use this energy versus your subconscious. Just like right
Right.
now, you're a healer, you can heal people, you just don't know how you're doing it because your
Yeah.
subconscious, your autopilot, has the
Right.
reins right now. And what we want to achieve is the captain taking the reins back from the co-pilot.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And something I want to share with you. A customer of mine, he had a stroke, and when I heard that he had the stroke, I was like, "Oh my god." And I immediately, like, anytime he would come into the store and he'd be down, I'd be like, "I'm sending you positive energy. You're my buddy." Well, I mean, I'm just been sending him healing energy ever since I found about the stroke, because my dad had many strokes and now has dementia. Well, he
Right.
gets out of the hospital and I'm like, "I hope you've been getting all that positive energy." And I'm watching him bounce back amazingly. Like, each time he comes in the store, I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't even tell you had a stroke." And wonder if I've been subconsciously, you
Oh, you
know.
absolutely can. You can heal people
Okay.
from a distance. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do that with
Cool.
clients that are international. I mean, there's no way in the world I could ever get to them to help them heal physically. And we do
Right.
it through Zoom, or sometimes people will mail me a photograph or just a letter. I mean, anything that's got their energy in it or on it
Yeah.
is something that you can pick up, including an image in your mind of who they are if you know
Okay.
them, right? Because
Yeah.
you know them.
Yeah.
So that you have that energy entanglement naturally because it's someone
Right.
you know. So you
Right.
can 100% heal them from a distance. Absolutely.
Cool. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I would recommend that you start journaling that kind of stuff. Keep track of it.
Okay.
This will
Yeah,
be like
totally.
your book of shadows, right? The
Okay.
shadow work that you're doing in observation of the self and the abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It'll be really cool for you to look back on at any point, and someday 5 years down the road from now or whatever, you can be like, man, look at my journey.
Yeah.
Look at all I could already do, and I didn't even know I could do it. And look how far I've come with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be incredible. I swear. I swear. I have my own journals, and I am hella impressed with documenting it, because then you've got, it's not like hard science, but it's a record, you know,
Right.
and a record, a track record to keep is very important to, in order to really understand and appreciate how far you've come in something, so that you can feel good about yourself. Because in this process, you're also going to be learning self love,
Yeah.
natural self love, not forced,
Right.
through the gratitude and appreciation and pride that you should have in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, too many people hijack the spiritual crap and say that you can't have ego. Ego is naturally part of you, and there's a
Yeah.
necessity for it. You just can't let it
Yeah.
override the system.
Right.
Everything in balance, right?
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at field technique 3A, which
Okay.
is,
Well, we're gonna go back inside.
okay,
All
this
right.
is the sacred salutations toning dance.
Okay. I didn't bring the whole notebook. I hope I don't
That's
run
okay.
into any frogs. You'll hear me squeal like a baby. Okay. Step over my mom's giant watermelon. She needs to cut that bad bitch open. Almost dog is staring at me. It's okay, Lexi. Hey, Marcy. Oh, Marcy. No, Marcy. No. Okay. All right. Technique 3A.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And we're just kind of going to go through it together,
Okay.
so that you can understand what's up about it. And then um, you can do these in the morning with the solar salutation, or you can do them at night with the moon salutation activations, or you can do both. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so we're going to discern between counter or clockwise and counterclockwise, first of all, right? You understand
Hmm.
which way is which?
Yeah. Around like a clock.
Okay,
And
but your
then,
body, like if your body is moving,
oh,
so if your
okay.
body's moving to go clockwise, you're turning toward your right. And if
Okay.
you're going counterclockwise, you're turning toward your left. Okay.
Okay. I did not know that. All right.
Right.
Cool.
So my cat is getting me. She freaked me out. She crawled right up my leg. All
Oh.
right. My cat just crawled up my leg. Sorry. Okay. So then we're going to do what's called a Merkaba spin, or Merkaba spin, by imagining that you are standing with your arms stretched out to your sides, but you're
All
seeing
right.
it in your mind. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
your arms are stretched out to your sides, and you're in the center of a round 12, 12 numbered clock face. Okay. So imagine yourself standing in the middle of a clock that's on the floor, and you are facing 12. All right.
Okay.
So the front of your body, oh, excuse me, I said that wrong. The front of your body faces 6. The back of your body is at 12.
Okay.
So then your 3 position would be your, why is it your left hand? Or right, because I'm looking at the clock upside down. See, I confused myself. The blonde happened. Yeah, your 3 will be on your left, and your 9 will be on your right, because you're facing the 6, and 12 is behind you.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So can you see that in your mind? 9's over
Yeah.
here on your right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to turn clockwise, do a spin clockwise till we get to the 3. So I'm just going to demonstrate.
Okay.
If we're facing the 6 on a clock, our arms are out like this. I'm going to turn until I get to 3. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to spin and plant myself firmly. And then I'm going to spin to the 12, stop firmly, and then spin again to the 9, stop firmly, and then back to the 6. So you're going to see yourself do a quarter turn for the clock each time. Okay.
Okay.
And that is spinning in, I believe that's, let me just read my notes to make sure before I booger this up. Okay, right. First, we're going to reverse it and go the opposite direction and do the same thing. Stop at every quarter turn. Firmly stop until you're faced back at 6. And then, okay, so the top half of the Merkaba or Merkaba is the male energy, and the lower half is the female. So
Okay.
the upper half is the solar, and the lower half is the lunar. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see how many times does it say to do this. Okay, so you're going to do 33 1/3 clockwise rotations for the male spiral. And it's actually called the top electrical male Merkaba spiral Christos spin, is its technical words. So you're going to turn 33 1/3 times, 33 1/3 rotations. Okay. So
It's a lot of
before
rotations.
you get to your last turn, like say you're going to be at 3, you would stop at 2 or between 2 and 3, somewhere there, right?
That's going to be tricky for my dyslexic brain to wrap my mind around. That's a lot of spin.
I take it back. It would be on the other side of the 3. It would be between it'd be the other side of it.
Okay.
For a third. Like I had to get my measurements right. Okay. But yeah, as close as you can get next to 3 without without being on 3. And that's going to be spinning in your male energy. And then you're going to go counterclockwise for 11 2/3 time for the female spin. Okay. And that way, at the end of it, you've completed a full 45 turns total. Okay. So it'll be 33 1/3 this way, and then 11 2/3 this way. Right.
And I visualize it or I do it.
It might be better to practice it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just go slow. Don't turn quickly.
No, yeah. What I'm thinking is turn my bedroom into a clock and put
there
the
you go.
actual numbers, tack them up, and
Yeah, that's a
that'll
good
be
idea.
how I need to do this.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Until
it's going
you get the visual. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay. So then for the solar salutation rite, which is best performed at dawn's first light, and or at 12 noon, high noon, we would do the top electrical clockwise male Merkaba spiral, and this is an activation, and then follow it by bottom magnetic counterclockwise female Merkaba spiral, and then use your 12 tribe activation suffix sound that is Ra, R-H-A, Ra, as an initiating tone for the solar activation. And then when you're doing the lunar salutation rite, which is best done at midnight or at 3 a.m., you would do the counterclockwise female spiral first, followed by the male spiral. And you would use the tribe 1 activation suffix, which is as your initiating tone for that one. And then, of course, you want to go through your quick seal and do that first, technique 1. Then you want to do your tribal shield cue zone, which is technique 2. Then stand with your spine comfortably straight, breathe slowly in a relaxed manner, and begin quietly toning the initiating tones, all 12 tones, continuing repetition while progressively increasing the tone and extending the exhale breath tone, the thrust of it, behind the initiating tone, until you feel the subtle energy of the tone sound waves oscillating throughout the body. Okay? Do you understand that so far?
I think so.
Okay. Then activate your first Merkaba spiral, top or bottom spiral first, depending on solar or lunar salutations. And we've went through the directions of that with your arms being held out to the side, parallel to the ground, beginning slowly, spin in the direction natural to the Christos spin of the Merkaba spiral that you are activating. Continue to spin and tone, initiating tone, while progressively increasing your rate of speed and toning. So as you're turning, so I'm going to be turning to the right. So I'm going to use Ra. So I'm going to Ra. Take a breath. Ra. Like that. Okay?
Okay.
Just keep saying the tone over and over and over.
Okay.
All right. And that's going to be your Merkaba spiral. Now, when energy in the body feels charged, a doneness, intuitive feeling will happen. Like, I know I'm fully charged. Because your body is a vessel, it's a battery, right?
Yeah.
And you're charging it as you're doing these tones, and this is all vibrating through you. Okay. You're charging.
Okay.
It's like having a rechargeable battery that you would put in your camera, right?
Okay.
So when it's done charging the light screen, you unplug it from the charger because it's full.
Yeah.
You're going to feel that fullness. You're going to know it intuitively that you're full. You can be done. Even if you didn't complete all 33 of one direction or all 11 of the other or whatever, right? If you feel like you're charged, you can stop.
Yeah. Okay.
And then also, hang on, let me back up. Right. Okay. So that's another thing to have when your arm is out, like your arms are going to be out to your side. Have your thumb of whichever way you're going, have your thumb up and focus on the thumb as you turn. Right.
Okay.
So kind of just always, like if you're turning right, focus on the right thumb. If you're turning left, focus on your left thumb as you're turning. Focus on that instead of everything else because it's kind of taking you almost into a trance-like state. Okay.
Okay.
And then blah, 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 blah. Don't spin faster than you're comfortable with doing. That's an important thing because this is not about rushing into a completeness. You can stop at any time you need to. And you can modulate the toning in rounds of 3, building the initiating tone and toning the Christos spin rate number, which is 33 1/3 for the male, the top, or 11 2/3 for the bottom, which is the female. And so basically what that means is once you get to where you can do all 33 of the male and then all 11 2/3, of the female, and you're used to doing the tone the one time, increase it by 3s and be like, ra, 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 with each turn, right?
Okay.
Increase it more, and you're picking up the vibrational pace of it. Okay. When your energy body feels charged is when you can stop. Slow your spin to a gentle stop while toning 3 times. And what you're going to tone is Shadal, Ra, Akum, Tum. Okay, and this is the Lyra Halls of Amuria tone, and it's a 12D activation sequence that amplifies the Merkaba spiral charge. So then stand still and breathe quietly for a few moments while the spin stabilizes within you. And then repeat steps 3 through 5 to activate your other Merkaba spiral. So basically it's saying don't do one direction and then immediately turn around and do the other one. Pause for a moment, let it acclimate into your body before you begin the opposite direction.
Okay.
And then end your salutation right with full 3 rounds minimum of toning of the Ariya Kum Nara. So and say it as fast as you want. Ariya Kum Nara, Ariya Kum Nara, Ariya Kum Nara. Okay. Because we're kind of singing it, right? It's a song.
Yeah.
And this particular wording is the Song of Orion, and it's the D8 activation sequence within the DNA. Part 1, verses 1 and 2 are to be sung while walking. 2 circles, one with the clockwise and one with the counterclockwise. So you say the Ariya Kum Nara as you walk in a circle 2 times clockwise, and then 2 times counterclockwise, walk in a circle while you're saying Ariya Kum Nara.
Okay.
And make a song out of it, right? I mean, you can give it any kind of tone and bounce and jam that you want to throw in there. Make it your own.
Okay.
It's all good. There's no certain way to say it.
Okay. And like if I just need to practice these little phrases just on their own, like if I make that like my morning, I go over those things we just went over and then go over these 2, like nothing weird's gonna happen to the Earth's grid or anything
No,
unless I do those
no,
3
not at all.
together by them own.
The only thing that's
Okay.
going to happen is it's going to be tingling your cells in your DNA in a good way. Nothing bad's going to happen. No.
Okay.
No,
Okay, cool.
there's no danger in any of this.
Okay.
Except for that one pattern of putting those 3 tones together. There's nothing to worry about.
Cool. Just
There's
wanted to
just the
make
one
sure.
hiccup.
I don't want to blow the Earth up.
Right. No, you wouldn't. Even with that, you wouldn't. I mean, it ain't that big of a linchpin. But yeah. Okay. So do your circle walk and spin in the direction of the first spiral activation that you did. So if you went clockwise first, then walk the circle clockwise first. If you went with the moon direction, the female direction first, then walk that direction in your circle first. Okay.
Okay.
It's just about, following it. Following the same pattern.
Okay.
And remember to stand still for a few moments after you walk each circle to allow for the Christos Maharata current to run between your body and Earth's planetary shields. Okay? Because it's going to be connecting you to the Earth more.
And would it be a good idea to do this exercise after I've done the Maharic Shield when it's nice and fresh?
100%. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I did the Maharic Shield, let's say 10 o'clock tonight. So 9 o'clock your time. So in 24 hours from 10 o'clock, I can do it again.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Anytime between now and then, you could practice this and just do those tones, and it'd be fine.
Okay.
Because you're still activating.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
The next page back from that technique is the 3B, and we're not gonna do any of that tonight. I just want you to take a look at it because this is the Song of Orion, and I want you to kind of practice it a little bit if you have time. If you don't, that's
Okay.
fine. But this is
Okay.
what we're going to cover next week. And
Okay.
it's a song. So we're using tones, and every bit of this is spelled the way it sounds, right? So Patum is patum, right?
Patum. Okay.
And then
Okay.
at the end. So om, ah, da, e, patum, ah. Okay.
Okay.
And then you make a song out of it.
Patum.
Om, da, e, patum, ah. Like just sing
Okay.
it, right? Just sing it.
Gotcha.
However
Gotcha.
you want to sing it.
Okay.
So something fun to practice.
Yeah.
Get you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and then we'll see where you're at next week. I can't wait for you to see this playback, child.
I'm watching it as soon as it goes up.
I'm
First thing tomorrow.
I'm over the moon for this.
Now it's time for wine.